there's actually a tear in the tire, so we basically can't use this one. What is up, guys, and welcome back to this Ducati Panigale 959 rebuild. We finally got our rim back. It's fixed, it's painted, and it's almost ready to go back on the bike. We basically just need to get our tire fitted and the whole thing balanced. But before we go ahead and do that, I wanted to show you guys how the whole thing looks while we have it exposed. So let's check it out. Check it out, guys. There's the rim in all its glory. I mean, look at that thing shine, guys. I even feel bad touching it because I'm leaving my fingerprints all over the place. But man, I'm so happy with the way it turned out. The guys I sent it to did a stellar job. They knocked it out super nicely. Like, I can't even tell where this thing was bent. So I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I'm really glad I decided to fix this rim instead of buying a new one, because those things are pricey, guys. Ducati rims are not cheap. But I'm glad I sent it to some guys that know what they're doing, because those guys did a stellar job, guys. This thing is looking brand spanking new. But enough with the talking, guys. Let me go ahead and get that tire fitted back on the wheel and get everything balanced so I can fit everything back on the bike, because once we've got our wheel back on, guys, I want to try and test ride this bike in this video. Let's go. Okay, guys, I brought the tire that I got with the Ducati, and I don't know why I never thought to check this, but there's actually a tear in the tire, so we basically can't use this one. So I had to quickly rush home and bring a spare that I had, so we can at least fit something on the bike and test ride it. So this is one of my track tires that was laying in the garage. We're fitting this one on just so we can test ride the bike, make sure everything is good. But as for this one, yeah, I think we can toss this one away. Alright, guys, the wheel is back, and I had to fit this tire on just for now because, like I said, I want to try and test ride this bike in this video, and I don't want to have to wait until I can buy a brand new tire. So this is on for now, just so we can get it on the bike and take it for a test ride. So let me go ahead and put the sprocket back on the wheel so we can finally fit this thing back on the bike. And just like that, guys, the rear wheel is back on the bike and this thing is looking nice. Okay guys, I've actually been dying to swing my leg over this bike and get a feel for it, because obviously it's been flat and I couldn't really move it around. So the tire that I've got here is a 60, not a 55, just because I use it for track. It adds a bit more height to it for flickability. So the bike is currently sitting slightly higher, so I'm flat footing but not completely. I can comfortably move the bike. It feels so nice being able to move this bike back and forth like this, because I would have never been able to do this with a flat tire. But man, now I really can't wait to take it for a test ride. It's almost ready to go, guys. Just a few more things that we need to do and then we should be ready to go. So the first obvious thing is that we still have an oil leak right over here. So what I'm thinking of doing is taking this cover out and just sealing it with a gasket maker or gasket sealer behind this thing here, just so that it doesn't leak oil, so we can take it out for a test ride. Because like I said in the previous video, I've ordered a new clear case clutch cover, but it's still on the way, so we're gonna have to make a plan until then. And then the other thing we're gonna need, guys, is a foot peg, because we took out the old broken up foot peg that was here. I went to Ducati, I ordered one, they said it's gonna take 2 weeks, so I'm still waiting for a new one. So what I'm thinking of doing is taking the foot peg that was here and kind of slotting it right over there, just for now, just so we can take this bike out and test it out. So I'm gonna start with this side first, because it's gonna take longer and we still need to wait for the sealer to dry. So I'm gonna first remove this lower fairing here, remove this plastic piece, take out this cover, put the sealer behind it. Hopefully we don't lose too much oil, but that's one of the reasons why I waited to put the tire back on, just so the bike can tilt over a little bit that side. So I'm hoping we're not gonna lose too much oil. Then we can wait for that thing to dry, slap it back on. Maybe we'll leave the fairing off just for now, or we'll put it back just so the bike looks a little bit complete. Then yeah, guys, we'll move over to the next side and then we can take this thing out for its very first test ride. Alright, clutch cover is off and that wasn't really too bad, guys. This thing is also looking nice and clean. I had a look down here just to see if there's any damage, any cracks that I can spot, and so far from what I've seen, we're looking good. I don't see any damage, so we're a-okay there. So coming to this clutch cover here, I've never seen a plate like this on any bikes, guys. It might be a Ducati thing, because this is my first time working on a Ducati, but I've never seen this plate that's kind of sitting behind the clutch cover. If any of you guys know what this is for, apart from adding some weight, let me know in the comments, or if you know any other bikes that might have this. Okay guys, so the plate is out right over here, and initially I thought this thing was for weight, just to make the clutch cover heavier for whatever reason, but I found this other material behind the cover, so which almost feels like a plasticky, like rubber type of material. I'm not sure what it is, but now I suspect this might be for like sound deadening or soundproofing. I'm not sure why that would be there, because obviously this bike doesn't have a dry clutch, so I don't think this thing makes that much noise to begin with. But hey, I'm not a Ducati specialist, so yeah, I guess it's there for a reason. All right, guys, so I just put the gasket sealer all over there. So as you can see, I went through that thing everywhere where I saw a crack. And just to show you how bad it was, I mean, if you look at the outside here, you can just see that that thing was badly cracked up. So the gasket sealer should seal it up. And even if it doesn't seal it up completely, it should just slow down the leak just for our test ride. Like I said, this is not a permanent fix. This is just for our test ride because we've got our new clutch cover coming in. But I think this should hold up. And yeah, we should be good. So I'm gonna let this dry overnight. I usually let it dry at least 12 hours. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it for maybe just over 12, closer to 24. And yeah, we should be good to put this thing back on the bike, put everything back, and go for our test ride. I actually think I'm gonna fit that foot peg right now while we wait for that clutch cover to dry out, because this should be a fairly quick process, just so that tomorrow when we fit that clutch cover, we don't have anything else to do. We can just hop on the bike and take it out. So if you remember previously when I took out that rider foot peg, that thing was badly damaged. So there's no way we can take this thing, put it on there just for now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this passenger foot peg and take out this rubber just so that we can use that guy right over there. And what I think I'll do, because the rod that went in here was bent and damaged, as well as the rod that goes over here. So what I'll do is I'm gonna take out this foot peg and use the rod that's on here on the rider foot peg just for our test ride, guys. As soon as we come back, I'm gonna put everything back and then wait for our foot peg that we ordered from Ducati, and then we'll fit that on the bike. So yeah, let me go ahead and do that. And then once I'm done, I'll call it a night and catch you guys tomorrow. And just like that, guys, that passenger foot peg is on. And as you guys can see, it's working perfectly. It's a good thing that the rear foot pegs are exactly the same as the front foot peg. So this will at least allow us to take the bike out tomorrow. So all we need to do now is wait for that clutch cover to dry, and we should be ready to rip. Alright guys, today's the next day and I let this thing sit just over 12 hours and it feels like it dried nicely, so we shouldn't be getting any more leaks from this cover. Some of you might be wondering why I didn't just seal this up from the outside, and personally I like doing it from the inside because you've got less chances of the fluid going into the cracks and eventually leaking out from the outside. So that's just my preferred method. Plus it looks a bit cleaner, you know. If someone wants to pick this up later, they can just do some body work on it, paint it, and you'd never know that this thing was damaged. So yeah guys, let's get all of this back together, put everything back on the bike, top it up with some oil, just make sure that it's not leaking, put everything back together again, and then yeah, we should be ready for our ride, guys. Everything is back on, our oil level is good. So I think I'm gonna fire this thing up, guys, and let it idle before we take it out, just so I can make sure that our oil leak has stopped. Okay guys, there's smoke everywhere. I'm thinking that's from all that oil that was leaking all over the pipes and all over the fairings, the engine and everything. So I think that should go away once we start riding the bike. But I was checking here and we don't seem to be leaking any oil. Never mind this is from the fairing. But as for the cover, there's no oil leak. So I think our repair was good, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is go out, get some fuel because this thing is very low. Maybe you could hear from the idling. So I'm gonna get fuel, top it up, hook up my 360, and then yeah guys, we should be ready to rip. Okay, maybe not rip, but we'll take it easy since it's the first ride, and then we'll work our way up.
A few moments later.
I've got the bike topped up with fuel. I've got my 360 hooked up there. So we're basically ready to go, guys. I'm super nervous, but I'm also very excited because I've been dying to get on this bike and take it out. So yeah, guys, let me not waste any more time and let's head out. Okay guys, we're back in one piece and man did I enjoy riding this bike. This thing rides so beautifully. There's nothing mechanically that I could find that's wrong with this bike. It feels good, it sounds good guys. That exhaust sounds so beautiful guys. Woo! And check the bluing on that mid pipe. But it looks like that was our first and last ride with this clutch cover because as you can tell guys, it started leaking again. There's some oil there. And I looked closely just to confirm and yeah, it's definitely coming out from the crack there. So that sealer isn't holding up pretty well. But I'll take that one ride over nothing because I've been dying to ride this bike guys. From the moment I saw it, and at least now we know that the engine is 100%. And with that being said guys, I think we've done what we've set out to do in this episode. One of the key things was making sure that engine was solid, and I couldn't have done that without fixing the rear wheel so we could take the bike out. But like I said guys, I'm really happy with this bike. I can't wait to start putting the last few pieces together and completely transform this bike. But that's gonna come in the next episodes guys. If you're enjoying this Ducati build series, hit the thumbs up guys. Leave a comment, share your thoughts. Let me know what you like about the bike, what you don't like about it. Subscribe if you haven't already because like I said guys, I'm really trying to grow this channel and bring you guys way more awesome builds. But that's gonna be it from me guys. Stay safe and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.